Good morning, everyone. Welcome on location again, and this time we're in Manly, and you can see the Manly Ferry over there at Manly Wharf. Now, the Manly Ferry goes over the Circular Quay. Now, before we get into today's show, last week we did a book review on The Secret Island, and this is episode 211 today. Welcome to it. It is Tuesday the 8th of June. Now, a few rules when you are in Manly, like we said on the Bomb and Head program, if you bring your rubbish in, please do take it out. And joining me on location now is Georgia and Alec. Good morning to both of you.
Morning, Barry.
Morning, Barry.
Well, first up, a few rules. Manly is a beautiful place, but again, like we said at Bob and Head, if you bring your rubbish in, do take it out. Here's my outsider for his opening sequence on this.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, totally. It is a sensational place down here. The beach is pristine and perfect and clean and nice. There's no rubbish on it at all. So it looks like everyone's been doing a good job of taking their rubbish with them or putting it in the bins that are here down here as well. So yeah, it's beautiful down here at Manly and really clean and no rubbish at all, which is great.
And the same with the ferries too. If you bring your rubbish on the ferry, dispose of it in the bin. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, that's right. Put it in the bin on the ferry or hold it until you come off the ferry. Don't throw it in the waterway because we don't want to affect all of the fish and the wildlife, the seals and the penguins. We want to make sure we keep our waterways nice and clear for all the animals out there.
And like we said at Bob and Head, keep the waterways clear. And today also on the show we're going to be talking about Manly Beach and the Corso. So why don't you come with us, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll talk about the Corso. But Sydney's weather today, cloudy, a bit of blue sky heading over towards the city. We could get some light showers and the top temperature today is 21 degrees. Tomorrow, I think a few showers. Thursday, some rain. And then possibly Friday as well. So, well, let's take you now to the Corso and we'll show you the Corso and Manly Beach. And we'll also talk about crossing the road safely. So, come with us. Here's my outsiders.
Yeah, thanks, Barry. Looking forward to it. Going to be an adventure today.
So we'll cut to another shot and we'll see you at the Corso. This is scene 2 and segment 2 of episode 211. This is Manly Corso. It's a lovely place to walk and there are lots of shops around. But remember, like as I said, with your rubbish, if you do bring it in, do take it out. Here's Alec now for this.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, it's really beautiful down here at the Corso. Lots of shops, lots of people out walking, lots of mums with prams, dogs, and it's a really cool place. It's really lovely toilet down here, and it's actually really clean and tidy. There's no rubbish at all out here.
So this is Manly, the Corso. Now, Manly is such a beautiful place, but there are a few other rules we'd like to give to you when visiting Manly. And the first of them, no drunken behaviour, no alcohol in prohibited areas. Here's Georgia now.
Yes, I think they have signs up in the Corso and alcohol-free zone to make sure that everyone's safe here, and places you can drink along the Corso in the pubs, but once you come out into the public property of the Corso, you need to make sure that you act accordingly to keep everyone safe, because there's always a lot of families down here, and swimming when you're under the influence of alcohol is quite dangerous as well.
Do you want to tell us, Barry, about the pubs and bars that you've been to down here?
Well, the pub which I've been to, the Ivanhoe Hotel, which is just up here, okay, and the new Brighton Hotel, which is also up here. Now, the Brighton Hotel was opened in 1926, I believe.
Yeah.
There you go, 1926 bars.
So it's a pretty old pub, this. Now, back in the 1800s, there was nothing like this. It was all like sandy roads and that. And like, there's a lot of history about this place. And today, we are also going to be talking about Manly Beach. Now, Manly Beach is our next stop here on the show. But during summer, okay, please be careful down here. Here's Alec now.
That's right, you got to be careful down here in summer because the beach can be a dangerous place, and that's why you need to always swim between the flags. You can sit anywhere you like on the beach, but best to stay between the flags where the lifeguards are watching, and they can help you if you get into trouble.
Now, with winter up on us now, there's not very many people on the beaches, but like I say, I'm going to say this again today on the show, because I am not a person of littering. Here's Alec.
Yeah, that's right. We're certainly not ever going to litter ourselves, and we want to make sure that beautiful places like this in Sydney and Australia stay clean and tidy. So we're always sending that message that we want to keep our beaches and our Corsos and our beautiful places clean and tidy.
So don't treat Manly Corso like a rubbish tip. We said this on the last episode when we went on vacation to Bobbin Head, because don't just pick up your rubbish and go and then expect people to clean up your mess. Here's Alec.
That's right. Take it with you or put it in the bins provided. Don't just leave it there. Don't just chuck it somewhere and expect someone else to look after it for you.
Because who's responsible for your rubbish? Why are you? Here's Georgia.
Yes, if it's not in the bin, it's on you. Isn't that right, Barry?
And we said this on the last episode when we went to Bobbin Head. Okay, so please don't be an idiot and be a tosser, because like George just said, if it's not in the bin, it's on you. And the same if you travel on public transport like the ferry or the train, because public transport, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a place to dump your rubbish. Here's Alex.
That's right. Public transport is definitely not a place to put your rubbish. You want to keep it nice and tidy for everybody. So it's a nice place. So they're nice vehicles for going places for all people who want to use them.
So don't be a tosser and pick up your rubbish and go and do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do you remember that jingle? Here's Alex.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I do, Barry. I think that might have been the 1980s.
It was.
Yeah. I was a little tacker then, but I do remember that jingle, do the right thing.
So we hope that you're enjoying our outing today. And the next scene we're going to shoot, and that is scene 3 down on Manly Beach. But before we do, just a couple of rules. Okay. Be careful of how much money you carry around with you. Don't carry loads of it, because someone can come up to you and go, here's Alec.
Yeah, for sure. And I think maybe another rule is no driving on the beach.
And no driving on the beach. And another rule, before you cross the road, look left, look right, and wait for the right to turn green. Here's Georgia.
Yes, make sure that you're crossing the road safely. Don't be tempting to just cross the road when you don't see any cars coming, but make sure you wait for the light, and even when the light goes, look left and then look right and then go.
So please, be careful down here. Well, it's time to talk about time to go on to the next scene, and that is Manly Beach. Here we go. Stay tuned. Our last scene today is on Manly Beach. Now, there is dangerous surf here. Here's Alec now to tell you about it.
Yeah, thanks, Barry. It looks like they've closed part of the beach and they've put up the dangerous current sign, so they don't want people going in. But down this south end of the beach, they do actually have the flags up and you can swim, but it's only in this protected section of the beach.
So please, like I said in the summer videos, please do be careful. Here's Georgia.
Yes, it's important to be aware of the dangers that come with swimming at the beach, and making sure that if you do go in, that you go in places where people can see you. So make sure you're being as safe as possible down here.
So like I said back on the Corso, do not litter the beach. If you do take your rubbish in, or bring it in, I should say, please take it out. Here's Alec now for this.
Yeah, absolutely, and the beach is looking beautiful today. There's no rubbish on it at all, clean as anything, and it's just sensational. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it looking beautiful.
And the sun is trying to peep through. Here's Alec now.
Yep, sun's coming out, clouds are parting. It's a beautiful day, beautiful winter's day in Sydney.
Should we show the camera what the beach looks like?
And let's just show you what the beach is like now.
Hope I got that.
Look at that. Perfect on a summer day, but it's not summer here, is it? Well, you want to be here now, don't you? Tell us the truth. Would you like to wake up with a stunning view from your bedroom balcony? Here's Alex.
Oh boy, would I ever. This is a great place to be. This is a beautiful place. If you could have a view like this, it would be sensational. And of course there are views like this all up and down the coast in New South Wales.
So look at that, like, would you like to see the sunrise if you were staying at the hotel? Would you let us know? Here's Alex.
That's right, let us know. Put it in the comments. Tell us if you'd like to watch the dawn from the Seabull Hotel, which is right here in Manly.
So, the beach can be fun, guys, but remember, be careful. Here's Alex.
That's right, be careful at the beach. Make sure you're a good enough swimmer to go into the water, and make sure that there are flags. You swim between the flags, and then you'll have a great time.
And remember, no littering the beaches either. Here's Alex.
That's right, as we said before, we want to make sure we keep it clean and tidy for everybody, just like they are now. They're absolutely beautiful, clear as anything.
And if you know that the beach is closed, ladies and gentlemen, please don't go in the water. Obey warnings from the lifeguards, and here's Jordan now to tell you about it.
Yes, the lifeguards are experts in the ocean and what the rips are doing, so make sure that you obey what they direct you to do so that you can stay safe and have a good day at the beach.
And remember, if someone is unconscious, have someone with you at all times to call 000. Here's Alex.
Yeah, that's right. Good to swim with a buddy, a friend. Make sure that you've got someone watching out for you in the water so that if you do get into trouble, they can help you out.
So, if you are calling an ambulance to Manly Beach, example, give your name and the suburb and the beach that you are at and which section of the beach. Here's Alex.
Yeah, that's right. So you actually, if you were calling an ambulance, you would want to let them know which beach you're at and which end of the beach you're at as well, so that they can come to the right spot to help you out.
And always have someone meet the ambulance in case they can't find you. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, that's right. So you want to have that friend of yours who's helping you out, meet them, and that'll help them get to you as fast as possible. Make sure the help gets to you as quickly as possible. Have them meet the ambulance and come to you.
So what would you do if you were calling an ambulance while we were out and I was not well?
Well, the first thing we'd do probably is try and get help from the lifeguards or somebody at the Surf Lifesaving Club. And while we were waiting for the police, try and let the professionals do their thing. Because most of them know CPR, most of them know how to rescue people. They could help you out first.
Well, the ambulance.
Yep. While they're waiting for the ambulance. And then when the ambulance gets there, you want to just clear the way, make sure that they can get access to the patient as quickly as possible to do their job.
So, we hope that you've enjoyed Manly, and our outro today is going to be at North Head, so we hope that you enjoyed our little outing to Manly today. Here's Alex for his closing sequence now.
It's been a fantastic trip to Manly. A little bit windy and cold on the beach side, but really beautiful. A beautiful day. The ocean is gorgeous. The salty air is fantastic, and it's really beautiful down here at Manly today.
So our closing message today, I'm going to say it one more time. If you take your rubbish in or bring it in, do take it out. Don't just pick up your rubbish and go and expect anyone else to pick up your rubbish. And don't be a little bug, because if it's not in the bin, guys, it's on you. And remember, you will get a fine if you litter our waterways, public transport, you name it. And if you're caught littering, that's it. Here's Jordan now.
Yes, as you said, you want to make sure that you take your rubbish with you. There's all bins lined along the beach, as well as in the Corso, so there's no excuse to leave your rubbish not in a bin or in your bag with you.
So, if you bring your rubbish in, ladies and gentlemen, for goodness sake, the message we'd like to end our mailing show with is, please don't be a tosser. Don't pick your rubbish up and go put it in the bin and do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. And thank you for joining us on our mailing adventure. Here's Alec now. Take his farewell and Georgia too.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, it's been a great outing. Thanks for inviting us along and bringing me down here. It's been awesome on this trip, mate. Appreciate it.
And Georgia, have you got any departing messages?
Thank you, Barry. It's been fun down here. I'm glad we could make it out today before the rain. Yeah, it's been a good day.
And our very last scene will be at North Head, but we won't be getting out. We'll be just taking a shot, and then that's our show for the day. So once again, thanks everybody for tuning in with us today. And the number that we always close the show with is 000. Please do not call that number unless you have an emergency. Here's Alec now to close the show with that.
That's right, Barry. We always say that at the end of the show. Only use 000 in an emergency. Don't waste the resources if it's not an emergency.
So the wrong call that you make to 000 could cost someone like me their life, or Georgia, or Alec. So tell them that you really need the services when appropriate. Thanks everybody for joining us today, and we'll see you next time on our next adventure. I'm Barry Steele on behalf of George and myself and Alec. We thank you so much for your company today, and we'll do our farewell sequence at North Head. So thank you everybody for joining us today on the show. And remember, do the right thing. Don't be, and if it's not in the bin, if it's not in the bin, if it's not in the bin, it will be on you. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye. To end our show today, this is Sydney Harbour National Park. Now, all of this area here was burnt out by bushfires. Sad but true, but we mustn't think on the negative side now. Look at that view out there. Look at that. And up here on New Year's Eve you can see the fireworks from here. And here's Alec now.
That's right, beautiful view of the fireworks from North Head. You can see all the way to the city, and you can hear them quite loudly. They're absolutely awesome. Best fireworks in the world in Sydney.
And even if you go up in a chopper, ladies and gentlemen, you will get a bird's eye view from the city. Here's Alec.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done anything quite like that. It does sound amazing, but can you imagine being up in a helicopter on New Year's Eve in the fireworks? That would be amazing.
Oh yeah, it would be great. So, to farewell you viewers today, we are finishing our show at North Head, and we certainly hope that you've enjoyed it. And thanks to all the viewers that have tuned into episode 211 today, and like I said, if you bring your rubbish in, please take it with you. Here's Alec now for his closing message on this.
Yeah, thanks, Barry. Just a bit of a shock when that car started up, but yeah, absolutely. If you bring any rubbish in, take it out with you.
And Georgia, do you have anything to say on that?
I agree, Barry. You want to preserve the beauty of this place, so make sure that you take your rubbish with you. There's not a lot of bins because it is a national park, so make sure that you take your rubbish in your car with you or in your bag if you're walking here. Yeah, it's very pretty down here.
So, join us again next week. Next week, well, Georgia won't be there here, but Alec will be, and we've got a book review next week called The Famous Five, and it's called Five on a Hike Together. So, do join Alec and myself in the studio next Tuesday morning at 9:30, and we'll have a fun-packed episode for you then. Until next Tuesday then, thanks for watching the program today, and we will see you next time around when we go adventuring. And who knows where our next adventure will take you. Oh, what a feeling, Toyota. This program has been brought to you by Toyota. Oh, what a feeling. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, what a feeling, Toyota. See you next week, guys.
See you later.